also guided 18 PhD scholars. He has a number of awards to his name. Without much ado, we welcome Dr. Borua to deliver his address, which will, I am sure, be beneficial to all of us who are present here. Thank you.
Your mic is mute. Unmute it.
Yes, yes. Sorry. Thank you, Dr. Arundhati Mes, for your introducing our resource person with our participant. As I know that we all are eagerly waiting for our today's webinar on the topics from our resource person. May I now request Professor Devendra Chandra Borua to present his presentations for this webinar. Welcome, sir, and over to you, sir. Professor Devendra Chandra Borua.
Yes. Thank you very much. I am really very happy. The time is very tough. All of us know we have experienced a very bad time now, and last few months, all of us are experiencing hard time in different front, our home front, our work front, socially, and it's really an appreciating move of this Birjara Mahavidyalaya to organize. I don't know how much I could deliver. At least one thing sure that we around this number is coming around 90. I'm told that maybe 200 has registered. Whatever the numbers, good number, we are here today. And that is a good thing, great thing. And that togetherness is required at this point of time. We hope that we will survive, we will fight this present crisis coming together. And I wish all of you a very safe time during this crisis, and togetherness, sensibility, to be sensible towards everything, everyone, because unprecedented human crisis has come and we will overcome. To overcome it, we'll have to be a bit more tolerant, more sensible, and we'll do it. And I personally appreciate our principal sir and then coordinator IQAC and other team members for this move. About a month ago, I was told I was excited. In fact, I thought one day I will go to this college to see, because this name is really appealing to me. I know one of my PhD students, in fact, the second PhD students from your college, Birjara. I learned this name from her many times, and then Birjara became a buzzword for me. It is really a very good name, and I thought that one day I will come, and definitely I will come. Let this Corona crisis be over, I will come. And I appreciate, I have seen your 34 years of journey, good journey, fruitful journey, and we need to develop this type of academic institutes for the regional development, for the development of the people, for the development of human being. And today, that the topic is mostly assigned by this IQA cell on that mostly quality publications, care. I have made a khichdi type of recipe for all of you, and it will be mostly, though it will, I am planning maybe it will be around 1 hour, but 15 minutes. It is psychologically known that after 15 minutes, people brain have become your hot and it cannot receive any more new data. So maybe we'll give break to selective persons, and I will request Gary Berger sir, coordinator sir, to coordinate. If any questions come on this setting box, we can deliver that part. Okay, now let me
Sure, sir, sure.
present these presentations. I will have to present now.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay, I'll do it.
94.
In.
Start making.
Okay, present the screen.
I'll show you
Select the screen. Is it there?
Harish Das, please stop sharing.
Stop sharing now. Let me
Yes,
take a,
Harish Das, Harish Das. They are Harish Das.
somebody else is sharing, huh?
Yes, yes. They are Harish
Yes.
Das. If you listen,
Harish Das is presenting.
yes. I request him to stop sharing. Then only our resources can share.
Yes. Harish? Yes. Shall I do it now? Is it?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Now share.
Allow. Allow. I'm allowing it. It's coming. I'm also this Google.
Yes.
Is it coming? No, not coming.
Not coming yet, sir.
Let me try. Let me try. I'm doing it again. Maybe present now. Not coming. I know. I know. Your entire screen window.
Yes, entire screen, sir.
Entire screen. Okay. You must grant permission in order to share your screen. You
Yes.
must grant permission in order to screen.
I have permitted, sir.
You're permitted?
Yes, sir.
Then share your screen. They said that you must grant permission. Is it permission from my side?
Yes.
Options. Let me check it. Full screen turn on caption settings. Report problem, reported use. Is there any permission from my side?
Yes, sir. If you to allow it and share entire screen.
Just a minute. This is a technically handicapness. No problem. Or can you share your screen, your
Yes,
presentation
sir.
there?
Yes, sir. I'm going to share from my side.
You do that. I will just.
Yes,
It will be
I'm
easier for
going
me.
to
I will
share.
tell next, then you will go to the next.
Okay, okay. Sure, sure. Ini kan isi aja, ini kan isi.
In the meantime, I welcome all of you. I am really happy. I have my good friend
Sir,
also
can
from
you see the
Guwahati
screen, sir?
University. Is it coming?
Yes, sir. Is it coming?
Yes,
I have shared
it's
your
coming, but yeah, but it should be in presentation mode. Is it in presentation mode?
Okay, 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 okay.
Do it in presentation mode. Okay, do it in presentation mode. I think there is a presentation mode.
You can start now, sir.
Is it coming? It is
Yes.
in presentation mode.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now this is the topic we have titled as Quality Research Publications, Hallmark for Higher Education. We will go, mostly it will be on Indian higher education, and but during discussion we will be covering the area regional perspective. We understand regional perspective, regional scenario is a bit different than the national scenario. So in this discussion, it is better if you take that perspective. So please, next. Mostly, what will be our storyline? Our storyline will be that higher education scenario, Indian higher education scenario, overview will go with that. Just to I understand, all of you are in education, your institutes, you know, but to have a common understanding and common concept, just we'll discuss some points, salient points about the higher educations in India. And then why research? Research is not very, I mean, well accepted or very encouraged your word research. Teaching is okay, fine, but research. Then why research? The essential will of a higher education. Not, I am not using the word pillar, I am using will. Why? That we'll discuss. Something we'll see on that. And then what is expected? What is the quality expectations as far as research we call? That we'll see. And then we'll devote some time to understand the integrity, we understand the personal integrity, we understand the personality and the research integrity. How could we see? That part we'll discuss. And then some standard quality parameters. Quality is a very vague, I mean not vague term, but quality is a very your subjective term. And then there must be, if you want to use it as a measurable your parameter, there must be some specific parameters. So we'll discuss some of the specific parameters which is globally accepted. That we'll discuss. And finally, we'll discuss about the care, as our principal sir has said about the care. We'll discuss about the care methodology and care list journals, how it is done, what should be seen, that we'll discuss. And then last we'll end with this research areas, mostly particularly the younger, I mean junior colleagues who join, they are at a loss. How do I start a research career? Maybe we'll understand, we'll discuss some points regarding that thing. Okay, so next slide. Next slide, please. So higher education scenario, if we see mostly, it is globally, forecasted that. Harish, Harish, please stop your presentation. Somehow your presentation is coming. Maybe sometime else, sometime not now. Harish, your presentation is preventing my presentation. Harish, could you hear us? So Harish Das is smiling, a smiling face, very beautiful face, but thing is that he's presenting again and again. But I understand, not knowingly, but it's unknowingly. I fully understand. It happens due to this technical issue. Could you see my presentation?
No.
I'm seeing Harish presentation.
Okay, it is okay.
It's okay. My presentation is not coming yet. Full presentation is not coming. Yes. Full view is coming to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is coming, sir.
It is coming now? Okay, fine. So here, what is we want to say in globally, internationally, it is said that India will be the superpower. Why? Where is the strength? The major strength is seen is this natural resources we have, land, yes, we have, but the population. Population means the human resource. Human resource, we have enough human resource. Figures are given here. So if this population at present around 1.37 billion and it is 1.69 by 2050, this huge number of populations. And then if we want to dream to be a superpower, then we have to understand to take care of these populations to make a knowledge society. To impart the required knowledge to this population, and so that it become a knowledge society. And then there will also be skill and knowledge. If it is big stuff, yes, India has a strength. Yes, China also, they are our neighbor, good neighbor, but we will have to understand that our opportunity as well as challenge, that education is must to bring to a knowledge society. Education, what is the status, present status? I have given some of those parameters from as far as education is concerned. Education, your scenario is concerned, number of universities, number of colleges, then this is available in our higher education survey report. It is open report available here. One important parameter that is measured particularly in this type of college and university is this GER, gross enrollment ratio. And as far as gross enrollment ratio is concerned, the scenario is not much favorable or not much happy. Till recent times, it was less than 20. Now we have around 26.3% as the total your 18 to 23 years population is. Only that means one of each every 4 persons are getting an opportunity to enroll into the higher education institutes. Remainings are not. But India cannot dream to be a superpower. India cannot dream for development if these populations remaining 3/4 populations are not given a chance to read, chance to study in higher education institutes. It means that in remaining years up to 2030, these education institutes to take more load or more number of education institutes should come. That is true. There is no other way, because depriving them to go to higher education, we cannot think of any development. That is one part we'll have to see. This GER, gross enrollment ratio, this is a national figure. Today morning I was seeing our state figure, it's very less. At 2013, last calculated figure I found is only 13. Out of 100 persons, only 13 people, 13 young generation students getting a chance to go to higher education. So that is a really serious business. So we will have to think, the people who are working in these higher education institutes, we will have to think about it. What is the solution? Second is that only thinking this, now world is changing and change is very fast. All of you have realized. Yes, Corona has brought a very dramatic sense in this teaching learning. There is a different issue. Otherwise also this our teaching learning was changing. It changes always everywhere. You could see, for example, the communication, mobile communication, you could see. The other gadgets that day to day we are learning, we could see. All senses are there. And now technological senses are going, and in your technocrat says that is a 4th generation sense. Everybody, everything is bringing to our life. And these senses to be realized, the learners, that is students to realize this senses, and then for that matter is we will have to take care of these academics programs to be a special program, not only a simple classroom delivery. Maybe the idea, concept, that word research, I will come into this in some subsequent slides, that to be incorporated. So in the present scenario, that we could see number of institutes are very less. Institute density says as low as 13 in some states, as high as 67 in some states. Colleges per lakh of populations. Population means that young generation. This is a number, density. That means institutes are less. We'll have to go to have more number of institutes, and whatever is there during this transition phase, we'll have to take care of this part. This is the reality. Now we'll see the next slide, please. What is this? This is the scenario. Higher education is must. We'll have to sense that you'll have to increase this load, and then only teaching learning is not sufficient. To take care of this sensing scenario, global scenario, we will have to introduce the research also. Now let us see what is this research is there. Next slide, please. My slide is covering to you, all of you. In my monitor, it is only small view is coming. Others, I don't know whether they are seeing this whole view. It is better if they can see the whole view. Just test it. Maybe anyone of you can, because this is the transition phase. We are not much trained to handle these things, and it will be a difficult time. Coordinators are, just check it, whether they all of are seeing this whole view of this slide. My view is coming. You are seeing, no problem then. No problem. I could manage.
Yes, sir. We are. See,
show me the things. Okay. So now, what is research? Research, yes. Research, no. Yes, research is an essential wheel of higher education. How? What research is giving us? Research actually is a complementary of teaching. The teaching, it is established fact that in any your undergraduate and post-graduation level of teaching, if research is integrated, quality enhances. That is proved. That means its efficacy of delivery, knowledge delivery, enhances dramatically. This is one. There are other gains also. One is that we engaging ourselves in research, we can increase the network connections to the global community. That is another gain. And then doing some research, that means finding some new knowledge. Research will give us some new knowledge. We are being seen differently. That is also one aspiration of every institute. We want to go to that high. We want to be known. We want to be discussed. That our name should come. Birzara Mahavidyalaya's name should come. Tezpur University name should come. And that is possible if we do something, not just routine, but some outer way. that research give an opportunity to go to out of way and find something. That opportunity is here. That is this called reputation. If university will be known. For example, if to a research, any of the institutes, any of the colleges develop something, or to fight COVID, that institutes will be named like anything. That is this called reputation. Perception increases, and then that is required much nowadays. Ranking, accreditations everywhere. This research gives us the advantage. That is one. Then there are other social gain. Society also needs engaging research students in the research at this early stage, so they are trained. That means they gain the value addition is there on the students. They are not only simply who deliver the knowledge, who learn from you, the teachers, and then learned it, but they also delivered. By involving in a research, there is an opportunity that they could implement their own idea. They can get a chance, and thereby their confidence and value is added. That is another gain. Next is that new knowledge. Research gives us new knowledge. I will come into the next slides. That is obviously is required for the development, and this knowledge help to bring the welfare to the society, which is much needed. This knowledge help us contribute directly or indirectly to the economic development, which is the aspiration. It means that research could benefit the institutes, higher education institutes, many ways. There will be, I understand, there are in the many minds, it is going, where is the facilities, where is the fund, where is the opportunities? That part we'll discuss in the break time. But it is fact that we cannot think now, we cannot imagine in higher education institutes, college or graduate and undergraduate and postgraduate institutes without research. That is a reality. We'll have to accept it. Challenges are there, problems are there, that we'll discuss differently. Today's discussions will now come to research is what this is one. What is this concept of research? Next slide, please. I have given a table also here. The table says what are the different areas. Only that. This presentation will be available to you. You could see it like that. So research, I got a very good definitions from some politicians, some British Council's House of Commons. They define somewhere. I read it. That I am tempted to share with you. Research. Research is the fundamental to the process of pushing back the frontiers of human knowledge and understanding. A very good definition. It touched me. That's how I bought from you with reference. I've given you reference also. It helps us to push back the frontiers of our knowledge and understanding. It's irrequired. Research helps us. It has many. Your applications. We know cure disease. Your COVID vaccine. All of you are eagerly waiting. Every time the TV flashes, oh, new COVID vaccine has come. How it is coming? It is by the research. Researchers are doing. It is required. COVID is a real phenomenon. Earlier also many disease people are fighting. Cancer people are fighting. Lakhs of rupees, crores of rupees, millions of rupees, billions of rupees spent for cancer fighting. It's climate change is a big problem for the human society. Mankind, the single threat before COVID was the most dangerous threat was before COVID, obviously, the climate change, global warming. And then people are doing research. It's a very hot topic of doing research. And then maybe there may not be any of that purpose, even to understand, to know what is there in Mars, to know what is this moon, to know what is there in the deep ocean, to know what is in the jungles, to know what is this event, can we break the molecules, to know why there is always, most of the time, conflict between communities in Assam during election time. Those are also points that you could think of doing the research. Those answers, correct answers would come if we do research. That's how research may have many applications. It is industry, yes, directly benefited. Governments require research. Government, without funding, without understanding, they cannot formulate policy. For policy formulation, true fact is required. Even not scientific fact, even social science fact, even humanities fact. Fact should be true. True fact is developed. True fact comes by research only. It is required for people like academicians. If new research, new things comes, Then only we could teach our students. Till now, we said this is a planet. Then people found, researchers found, no, this is not a planet. Number of planets decreases by the research. We could now unable to teach our students correctly due to this research. So that is also, we also, our academics also requires research. So research is must. This is research. Next. Next, please. Now, how could you see? All of us, research is not very big thing. Research is this conceptualization, ideas. That if we are in academics, we can start a research. I think next slide is not going to the next slide. So just you can imagine a germination of a seed. A seed. A seed is there. You could see, I bought a packet of your Rice Guard seed other day, 99 rupees. Then I put the seed on the packet. It is in just before lockdown. Is it going to the next slide? Try, no issue, you try. So now the seed will remain as a seed till it is not getting the proper environment. It is not the slide. I think there was another slide. This slide, the seed, the seed has come. So seed remain as a seed. If it is not getting an environment to germinate, it will germinate, but it will not get it will not be this seed. Purpose of the seed is not to only germinate. Purpose of the seed is to complete the life cycle. But it cannot complete the life cycle if it cannot give this proper environment that is required at each cycle. Research is also like that. You have an idea. I have an idea. The idea will remain in my brain. It will remain with me till I am being cremated in that smasana. No, that just like the seed. It was in packet. It will remain in the packet. No, we'll have to give the opportunity to germinate it. We'll have to give the opportunity to grow further. We'll have to give the opportunity to do its other phases in their lives. The research is like that. What is the phases of the research? Research, mostly you could see, first, why I am doing research. The topic, the need. We'll discuss some of the topics at a later phase. So I have some slides for all who could discuss. All of you know, but younger generation may be benefited, who have very recently joined. And then we'll have to understand the concept. What is known and what is not known. To bridge that gap is the research. That what is known, we'll have to search. That is rigorous review literature. We'll have to do it. That is a search. After knowing that this amount is known, I will go to find out something new, which is not known and which is useful. That is called research. And that to be done through a process, systematic process. And then what is known, what is available out of my research, outcome is coming, finding is coming, I will have to, this researcher's responsibility is to validate it. I cannot only claim it has done, no, validate it. Yes, that Zika is coming out of my plant. Is it Zika? My wife will say, yes, it is Zika. Okay, fine, it's Zika. So that means it's validated. Just I'm giving an example. The research findings validation is very important. And that validation is mostly done if it is published, known to the community, domain experts, they will publish, they will read. Yes, I agree. Or I disagree with on this point. That publication is an important phase of your research, of my research. I am doing research, putting in my almara. Okay, it is there. It will remain like that. Just the idea remain over here. I was going to, after the idea going with me to the samsana, same thing will happen if I do not publish. Publication is very important. Where could we publish? There are two different domain of publications. One is called patent publication. Another is called research publication. Patent publication has some commercial or business value. It has not much academic value, though people now say that it has academic value. We claim it, but no. Patent is solely for commerce. I publish in patent journals. That is geographical parameters also, because India, if I want to take the right, when I find out something that is an idea and there is an invention, and that is has some inventiveness that was novel, not known to earlier to anyone, any of the ideas, and that is functional as an utility, some basic utility, useful utility as per list. It is not an useless things. Then I could claim I am the owner of that invention. I want to multiply it. I want to make something out of it. I want to license it. I want to do business out of that thing. That is required. A competitive mindset is required to prosper a region, a country. That this patent provision is there. I will be given a right. Once it is published, people will see. They will keep every document ready. People will see, then comment, and then object. There will be a process, and finally, when everything is over, I will be given the right. You are the owner of that particular patent. Now you go to license, do the business. And then most of this important information that is available in patent literature. All early young researchers should know it. Never ever limit your search into the journal publications, because those doing the useful works that is available in the business are published in patent only. They have no academic interest. They may not come to this your journal literature. And then if I am not interested to do patent, I have no business interest, the same inventions, but I want to do social benefit. Anybody who can copy, who can manufacture, let them do. I will go to journal publication. I will publish in a journal, reputed journals, where the peer will see, where the reputed persons will see, and they will say, yes, authenticated. That will remain. And then that is called validation. That is a very important phase. We will today in our discussions, maybe most of the part of the discussions will remain on this publication space or research publications, not patent publications. Maybe other day, if Bijara Mahavidyalaya will be happy with me, I will come for patent discussion also. Now, then next part is this application. A researcher's job is to take care of his own baby. If he is developing something new idea, not patent, I am saying even research idea, new information. Through research, I am developing new information. It is my responsibility. It is the responsibility of my college or my university to see its application. That is also, translation is also important. Most of the time we forget, and that is creating problem. Enough investment is there in a research. Don't think that I am not getting funding. I am doing myself. No. I am supported by the government. I am supported by someone. So this is also investment. So now its output, what is coming, finding is coming. Those findings are to be applied appropriately. Maybe a policy matter, government, maybe in scientific inventions to the industry, to the new university, to the new generations, that to be given. Applications should be seen, and that my sons and daughters there, where they will be going, what they will do, it is my concern, no? My baby. Your research output is your baby. You take care of it. You means we. I am also taking. So this is this entire phase of research that we should see the process of generation of new and useful knowledge through a systematic investigation is very important. Today I will not cover a systematic investigation of research because I will go to the quality aspect. But all of you know research methodology. Research methodology covers the systematic investigation and keeping integrity intact. Integrity, all of you know. We want to be integral. We want to have that, yes, this person is fully integrity, has integrity. I no doubt, integrity, no doubt. Integrity, no doubt is a parameter for your even assessment. My own assessment, that my boss will say, yes, integrity without any doubt. But this is again a research integrity. Let us understand in next slide what is the research integrity. I will also share some of these tragic examples of lack of related to lack of research integrity. Is it a time for break? My colleagues, my friends, anyone can off the mic, or they can say if there is a time for break. Mosami Das, I have seen the in front of me. Then Beauty Das, I could see.
Yes.
All the Smriti Rekha, Smriti Dhritikanta Rajkumar also there. Then Ravin Rai sir is here. Ravin Rai sir is here. Do you think that you need a break, or this vehicle is moving okay? Then I can continue. It's up to you. If you say that your brain is fatigued, I can give you a small break, or I can continue. Coordinator sir, क्या बोला?
That participant, please respond. Sir, मेरे तो moving on.
Moving on, no issue. I can go. I have energy, but only thing is that you should not be fatigued. Okay, then next slide. I have seen the smiling face. When you see smiling face, that means they are not feeling bored. Okay. Research integrity. I'll come from the other direction. When research is anything less than rigorous, accurate, honest, and transparent, where it is less than anything rigorous, rigorous, accurate, honest, and transparent, then this we are compromising with this integrity. It cannot be less than this. That we should understand. That may arise from where from it can arise, and why it should be less than that. It could come from errors. गलती हो जाता है. No, you cannot take a chance to do error in research. You cannot take a chance. We cannot take a chance to do error in research. That's how replications, number of time repetitions, comparison with the earlier data, that should be confirmed. Many times we'll have to confirm to error. We cannot take a chance to do incorporate error in my research. Design itself sometimes will lead to these poor results or improper results. Then also it is lack of integrity. You cannot say no, मेरा गलती नहीं है भाई, design में बहुत गलत था. No, you are the researcher. You are building the house. It is your house. You will stay inside. Don't say there were 5 rods to be given, steel rods. No, I have given 2 rods only to save my money. Design is poor. अब बाबा building गिर जाएगा तो आपका सर में गिरेंगे. How to save? So improper design, research design is your responsibility. Don't take a chance. We should not take a chance. Then sometimes some not so very good mind, they will go for fraud. Fraud is again fraud. You know, fraud is everywhere, even research community also. I will give an example after some slides. A very beautiful fraud case, that thing. So we should understand what is integrity. If it is less, we are compromising on the integrity. We cannot compromise. Next slide, please. So what is actually? Yeah, I am giving a story here. I will tell you the story. This is not Mr. actually, Dorsey, John R. Dorsey. He's an MD, doctor. It was done, he was working in Emory University, USA. Then he left to work for Harvard. And then one day, his boss in the lab seen him writing the data, research data. And then suddenly noticed, he put the date, not the date of that date when he was recording, but the next date. Then he noticed, again he repeating it. That means he is writing the data. Then silently the boss investigated the whole proceedings and then found his research report also, lab report also, then tried whether it could be repeated. No, that means the fraud is being detected. There was an investigation. In the meantime, he was working in some other university called Emory University. I have given that example here. He published a good paper. He was actually prospering like anything. Very good researcher. People appreciated him like anything. When it was done, his test results were tested. It was found that, oh no, it was not coming again. Second time, not coming again. Then he was questioned. Initially, he was saying, no, there must be something wrong with your work. I am very correct, accurate. And then it was his fraud was detected. And that this I have given, it is a very good journal, Journal of Medicine. He published this paper. Paper could be retracted by his earlier colleagues. And here's some co-authors also. It is also same for the co-authors. That's why I say never ever give permission to be a court to give you a co-authorship if you do not know the intention and the integrity of the person. Because unnecessarily you will also be dragged. And those co-authors are also dragged. The institution is dragged. And there is a very bad image of them. Dorsey is Dorsey. He left, his job was gone. But there are many and some similar examples of fraudness. This is really an tragedy to the scientific community, academic community. What to be done? We have these people like that. What do we do? For example, we have the corona affected people, non-corona affected people. What do we do in the corona affected people? We have a system so that we are not, victimized out of that thing. System is required. Here also, the corona means your third persons amongst us will have to have a system so that they cannot do anything to the institutions. Next, please. What is the system? I'm coming to that. We should learn a lesson. I'm calling it as a Dorsey's episode. That means it is an inner pathology. This type of people are available. That is called inner pathology. It is a mindset. And unfortunately, sometimes you and me will have to work with such persons. We can identify, we may not identify, but if there is a procedures that those type of persons cannot do anything, because procedures should be there. What are the procedures? I will come in later stage, but the institution should have strong guidelines. It is not in personal liking or disliking. No, nothing doing. Personal liking, disliking in your own home with your own family. This is an institution, this is a college, this is a Birijara Mahavidyalaya. We will have to follow these procedures. Whatever the procedures, we will have to follow. Don't mind. Even for my case, as a principal, you'll have to do. For you as my colleagues, you'll have to do. If it is done, then there will be less chance to those people who are a bit weak-minded to cause damage. Another point you see, this journal I mentioned is a very popular journal, very famous journal. Its impact factor is very high. Now also you could see. Then why? Why it could not detect? Mind it. We should understand. The journal editors are not police. They cannot do policing. Nobody could do. They cannot do, or the reviewers, there is a reviewer panel. These papers are sent to reviewer panels. Sometimes it may be skipped. That means published in a journal may not be always all proof. That is an example. That's the examples. When they know, obviously they'll retake, they'll give news, or they'll take care of everything. But till it is not detected, not withdrawn, the damage is there, and there may be a possibility even wrong information, even fraud information may be published during the research. When you do search journals or so, that part could be seen. If you find something very unusual being published, ask the authors, ask the editors, and then ask your colleagues on the field to verify it. If you find smelly, fishy, then take care of everything. Proper supervision, transparency, that I already discussed. Standard protocol should be there in every college and institutes. Co-authorship, already says, don't be co-author to anyone and everyone. And next, please. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay, please. Next, please. I think it is slow coming here. Is whatever we are discussing, is it as per the expectations? Okay, or
Yes, sir.
okay, fine.
Very sure, sir.
Next, please. So we'll discuss now. What should be the?
Is it coming, sir?
Next,
it is
coming. I think it is taking time. But there is a lag time. No issue. It will come. I think you have given. No issue. It will come. It is not yet come. It will come.
Are you seeing, sir? I have done. Tragedies, temptation slide is showing here.
Tragedy is not coming here. Okay, tragedy is not coming here. Again, somebody says slides are not coming. Slides are not coming. They are saying there is some issue. I think people are saying slides are not coming.
Is it coming, sir, now?
Tragedy is not coming. There is some issue. Maybe bandwidth or something like that. I think if all videos are off, then I think it will come. Sometimes it happens. My face is coming now.
Someone is saying coming, sir. Is it coming
now? I just confirm whether other people could see the tragedy. Nobody should want to see the tragedy, but here I am showing you tragedy. This tragedy is different. That is.
Sir, I have shown tragedies right now on my desktop.
I could see, but I do not know. We can see these slides. Yes. Really interesting and great. Go. No, comments not required now. Comment not required now. You please concentrate on this. I know that is not required. Okay, good words has come. Good words are tempting. That's why I will be concentrating on your words, not my works. So please. Okay. Tragedy. There is your paper I read recently in Nature journal that they said that what could be the reasons that people people compromise with integrity. First, the temptation. Temptation means most of the time we want to publish something. We need publications. We need publications. This temptation actually is a very bad thing. We should see the quality research. You'll have to have patience. As I said, the seed has its own time to germinate. What I did, that Zika seed, I said, I put it in your pot, small pot with some soil. My son, after 1 hour coming, Pita, gojilene. Again another 1 hour coming, Pita, seed to gojilene. So see, there is a time required. In research also you need time. In nature, everything is going as per time. Why I need to have patience for my research? I need an early publication. No, something. There in research also, a time is required. We have to wait. We need not to wait. Bother about the others questioning me. তোমার কোনো বিয়া তোমার বিয়া হলেও প্রশ্ন হলে মানুহে বিয়া না হলেও প্রশ্ন হলে এখানে মোল আছে so you have no publication there is a question common questions don't bother about the thing I am not going for publications I am going for research career development is okay fine it is required but I have to have wait if I honestly wait if I believe confidently wait I have confidence definitely publication would come no issue the temptation is very bad thing temptation is also creating another problem to our young researchers publishing in journals anything coming to them anything anybody approaching they are publishing no that should not be we should go to quality journals that part I will cover in the last portion then rationalization means sometimes थोड़ा सा ही गलती है कुछ नहीं होगा एक ही डाटा पॉइंट मैंने इधर उधर लेकर लिया कुछ नहीं होगा no don't do rationalizations incorrect means incorrect there are only two binary things 0 or 1 light or darkness yes or no mostly in fuzzy system that is there I think mathematics sir will contest me so in fuzzy there is other also possible between 0 and 1 no in this error and in this your data you'll have to change that if you find something smelling something wrong data don't take it no don't rationalize don't think that yeah okay fine it is it could be accepted no you don't take a decision forget about that poor data ambition is mostly about with temptation but ambition is that I need to be a good researcher quickly then group and authority pressure same thing it is related principal sir is saying ki hai tumhara koi paper hai hua nahi iman din poriya sir is asking korisa supervisor is asking ki hol why nahi eko so that type of pressure should also be being a supervisor we should understand the genuine problem help him or her to work for that work is important publication is required it's only one step work is the comprehensive basket you have to understand publication is not the only thing publication is only one step that I have shown in earlier things work is the things the work is the major part your strength your foundation is built on this entire package not only the one part of this publication that which should be understood by the supervisor it should be understood by the authority or group entitlement yes already I told you I could if I publish something I will be professor also deceptions again fraudness then again incrementalization again rationalization and incrementalization is same thing today I have done compromise a little tomorrow a little more after tomorrow then it's a habit I have compromised I have become a compromising attitude everywhere and then entire paper is on the base of compromising only that is called incrementalizations you are incrementing your error and then finally it's full of error don't start if you find even if I find even small error small things I have an output data no stop it there let me check it embarrassment is related stupid systems yeah, obviously as I said if there is no your proper review proper data controls that should also be stopped system should also be short. So now they have TRAZEDIES. That is abbreviated as TRAZEDIES. We should remember that we are not being trapped by the TRAZEDIES. That a researcher should understand. And then again, it should be this type of discussion should be done in a group, not an individual issue. It's a group issue, institutional issue, society issue. Research should be very, very pure research. Research is another form of God. If we consider God in a pure form, research is also God. That we should understand. Next, please. Now we'll discuss some things. What is this active adherence of adoption of research integrity? We have said what is not research integrity or what is compromising research integrity. We have discussed. Now let us also understand what is research integrity. That means uncompromising. Research integrity is, very carefully we'll read. Again, a definitions, not my definitions, I got from other sources, but like it. Active adherence of to the ethical principles and professional standards essential for responsible practice of research. This active adherence that we should understand. It is not that my principal is telling, my supervisor is telling, that's what I'm doing. No, this adherence should come from my inner heart, and I am a person like that. That should be there. It is not by the pressure of something. I am doing here because this is being told here. No, that ethical principles should be not an imposed one. Ethical principle is inbuilt, and that should be reflected in the research. That is a golden rule, honesty, the golden rule, trustworthiness, and high regard for the scientific record. And the record means I am recording. That we should understand. That failure, that means falsification, plagiarism, these are if I avoid these things, all these three, that then I could say that I am not compromising with the research integrity. Plagiarism is that, I think all of you know these things. Fraudness is one, falsification is one, and plagiarism is one. This three should be FFP, should be avoided, should be set, should be made zero. No trace elements of these three should come in the part of the doing research. Plagiarism, all of you know, falsification, and then fraudness. That we should understand. Those pictures I have given, not much relation to this slide, just to make break your monotony. I put some slides, photographs, and photographs is not plagiarized from my own camera. Wherever I go, take some photographs to put in the things. Nothing to do with directly relevant to this topic that I have discussed. Just to break the boredom of my topic. These photographs are being put here. I request again, coordinator sir, to go to. I thank you, Madhumita Devji. Madhumita Devji has commented that she is getting interest on this. I also thank you. Thank you. I avoid unnecessary, unacceptable research practice. Here, all the topics are there. Just what to do. First is that data. In all research, information is collected and we put it in the form of data. All researcher has a knowledge on it. This data is an important part of the research. In most of the research, data is an important part. Most of the research. And then data keeping, data managing is an important part. You may not be very good to manage your hairstyle, to manage your clothes, to manage your food, to manage your home. I am not worried. We are not worried. But you are doing some research for the society. Yes, root element, fundamental element is data. You try yourself, you train yourself to manage data, record data, error-free data, put the data in appropriate form so that it could be verified. Mind it. All of you should understand. Who is the owner of the data? Researcher. Option A, researcher. Option B, principal. Option C, nobody. Option D, I do not know. Nobody. It's an institution. It's a government. It is a ownership of data. Data ownership is not with the researcher. Data ownership is not principal in his name, but the institutions is the owner of data. Yes, during the research, You may not share, no problem. But I should know as a principal head of the institutions that he is or she is doing this research. This data is available in this form, mostly hard copy form, then convert into soft copy form. And wherever it is required to be said, it could be said. That should be known, and that is a good practice. If it is not managed, that means you are compromising with integrity. That has happened with Mr. Dorsey, Dr. Dorsey. Data written properly, appropriately, in pencil, in pen, whatever the documents. First, data appropriately labeled, register should be available in this lab, in this lock and key. If you have some problem of under your conflict with your colleagues, no problem. But the key should be known to you, and your principal should know. Whenever you want to verify, you should be able to verify. Principal means maybe head of the department, maybe research supervisors, but it is not individual ownership. Data, research data, and entire research is this funded projects, the fund who is providing fund them. Otherwise, the facility provider is the institutions. Data keeping, data recording, data managing, data processing, all should be accurate, appropriate, no compromise over here. You should understand the ethics of consulting. Whenever you consult someone during the research, it should be properly acknowledged. Any help you are taking, or you should be, if it's a thesis, it may be limited to acknowledgement, or if it is a major one, you should take a decisions. You may even give a co-authorship. It should not be. It's an unethical to avoid him or her if you are getting an appreciable amount of help from him or her. And that if you have anything to conflict of interest in any research group, you should be very clear, honestly tell them, I am not going to know your things, because I am also doing in the research in this field. And if we are not doing together, let us do independently. But that is this conflict of interest should be properly, transparently, clearly, so disclosed, no hiding. Colleague among the colleague, very, very transparent. I may not share because I may have an ambition to publish without giving anybody authorship. No issue, you could do. That should be done. That competition, healthy competition should be there. But he should know that you are doing research, so that he can also be motivated to do research. And he could at least share someone that this person, this colleague is doing the research, and it will be useful if you coordinate with him. These type of things are a good, healthy research practices, very, very important to have a good ambience, research ambience in the institute. Next, please. So, here, already I have told you, this is this honesty and fairness in proposing. Proposing means, what I am saying proposing means a research proposal also for grant, mostly we write to UGC minor project or DST or some other funding organizations or NEC, Shillong, or even some minor fund from the college. We need to write in some small proposal or big proposal, whatever it is. Proposal writing stage, we must be very honest and frank. We should not hide any fact. That is says. And then performing the research out of that, even your dissertations, PhD dissertations, that is also called proposal, plan of research. There must be honesty, should be there. Honesty means, what is honesty here? During this proposal phase, whatever the source, whatever the information known in the domain, entire thing should be collected and reported there. I should not hide some portions so that I will repeat and duplicate it. Already invented wheel should not be invented. There is a loss of time, loss of resources, your time loss and institutions resource loss. That honestly you should do everything, report about here and say, this part is known. Now based on that thing, I want to do this part, because if this is known, then this problem could be solved. And then I am doing honestly research and reporting it. Accuracy already I have told. Facilities in corresponds contributions to research proposals and reports already I told. proficiency and fairness in peer review process. That's, I think, validation is important. Maybe a research paper, maybe in your thesis already, whatever that thing. Validation and review process, collegiating in scientific interactions, communications, and sharing of ideas, resources. Mostly we go for scientific events, conference, seminars. The students or colleagues or your researchers should be encouraged to go them. Then you could discuss, you could put the things, and it is a process of improving your research. Conflict of interest should be disclosed. Already I told you, if I have a conflict of interest to any of these things, I should tell no. This is the area I am doing, and I am not going to start because yeah, maybe I know you. I cannot give a bad comment on these things. I may not be chosen as an referee or reviewer of this particular research piece. There may be any other interest. Nowadays, whenever you go for publishing a paper, then research journals ask you to sign a conflict of interest statement. That means you have to submit it. Protection of human subjects in the conduct of research is very important. Mostly we fail. If you go for doing any survey and collecting informations, whatever the gender, maybe male, maybe female, no issue, or old age. So nowadays it is important to pass it through the ethical committee. I understand your university has an ethical committee. Ethical committee's endorsement is very much important if you do any research, or it is animal or life systems or even human systems, collecting data. And you should report in your publications or thesis that all measures has been taken to preserve this ethics as far as data is concerned. You have collected, for example, you have collected some information from me. I do not want this information to be public, and you are making it public. That is not good. Any community information, any your gender-based information. So nowadays, that's how the research proposals to be passed through this ethical committee. Now, in all universities now, there is a committee called ethical committee. The ethical committee members are domain experts, your legal experts, subject experts, members of society, all are these members of ethical committee. Human care of animals related to adherence to the mutual responsibility of mentors and students, particularly trainees, particularly guided research. The guided research, mostly they are tend to be, in minority of the cases, the conflict between supervisor and students. That should not happen. In a conflicting mind, you cannot work productively. It should be avoided. Understanding should be there. Even among colleagues also. Nowhere you'll find that if there is a conflict, not possible. And conflict resolution is also should be an important part of the research. I am saying referring the conflict in society, not conflict in research. Next, please. Now we'll, I think, slowly. I have spoken around 1 hour. We'll go to other part. That is, you please go to the next slide. That is the publication quality. How do we measure the quality? Why publication? Except for example, the research publications. Mostly you have come across this terminology. Most of you are aware, but some of them may be requiring these things and its significance that I will discuss. Definitions may be known to all of you. Please take to this next slides. That is, one is that impact factor, journal impact factor. Second is that citation index, and H index. And what are these? And these quality parameters mostly of a research publications. This is actually, it has been started, it was a need was realized that whatever you publish, that should be properly documented and it should be traceable. And there must be some sort of standard procedure to report it. Report it about the title of this paper, write it, who authored it, write it, what is the affiliation, where this work was completed, in which year, then in which journal, in which place, your volume. Journal has publication as volume. Is sometimes yearly, 1 volume, maybe 2 volume, 3 volume, that is volume, and then year of publications, and then pages, in which pages of the journal is published, maybe online or maybe even printed. Those things to be in an appropriate format should be presented, and now even machine can identify a given publication. That need was long arise, and then the problem was solved. That is called a citation. And now lakhs of millions of that type of research paper is being published in many areas: science, arts, humanities, laws, medical, your agriculture, many. So now there are some standard classification style and citation style. Some of those major organizations or institutions take care of that part, and then accordingly it is cited. Now this is called citation index. It is a bibliographical database only, and they produce an index database, and that database help us to know that is what happened. As I said, in a search or review literature is a very important phase of research. In review literature, when I am reviewing and then I'm discussing the review or that finding in my own work, in my own paper, in my own thesis, I'll have to refer that this information is taken from that source, and that source to be cited and in an appropriate format. And that is, if I cite there, then automatically that work gets a credit. That is called citation, because he is getting credit, he or she, because I am referring his work. That is very important. If there is a standard in your bibliographical documents, then this citation becomes easier. Once I cite someone in my research paper, I am working on a biogas, I am burning biogas in a burner and giving in kitchen, and I found that in a person in Iran also burning biogas contain carbon dioxide and methane. He removed the carbon dioxide and burned it. There was a power cut in Birzara Mahavidyalaya. No, not now. Is it okay? And now I read the paper and I use this finding. If it is not visible, I will tell you the story. So I think
Yes,
that yes, this one. Is it visible to all my colleagues? Yes. I have given some. I think this you will share to all these participants. This is available. I have given source
sure,
also,
sir, sure.
but we should understand. So now this citation actually helps. Then I, being an author, that researcher from Iran, if I write a paper and cite his work, the separation of carbon dioxide from methane, which helps, and appropriately cite, automatically this citation business will inform him, or it will be automatically accounted that his citation of his paper is increased. Number of times a paper is cited by others, it is an important parameter to give credit to the researcher. It's a researcher credit. That is citation. And that is being accounted. That accounting is possible if we have a proper citation index. Nowadays, there are many citation index, as I have written here. Many that is one is Web of Science. They cover most of these citations in all the field: science, your humanities, social science, laws, all the parameters they are considered. And then Web of Science is major citation index. And now it is all the standard literature, standard journals are listed in their document, in their index, and that's how government in India through UGC has given important to this Web of Science documented journals as a genuine journal, genuine publications. Next citation is this Scopus, that is done by Elsevier. It is available online, and then there are many other things we have given here: CiteShare, Google Scholar, F Scholar, Compendium, Compendix. But mostly our ranking service, QS, NIRF, Time Higher Education, they believe Web of Science and Scopus. Google Scholar and others are not much believed. There are reasons also. Mostly this is not very rigorous. They include any and every type of research. That's how whenever you want to, you have a dream, or you are working hard work, do a little more hard work to reach the standard of so that those journals you reach it which are listed or indexed by the Web of Science or Scopus. If you do that, all Jamela, all headache is clear. No variability is less, and then but be careful. I will show you in last slides. There are some journals listed in Web of Science, but somebody complained and UGC has withdrawn them and provided a list. These journals are being readily blacklisted. Don't publish any journals, any papers over there. It could also happen. This is a bit dynamic, but mostly these Scopus and Web of Science listed journals are mostly stable, good journals. There also one should see a mature journals. How do you see a maturity of a journals? Which are not recently published. Just see its volume of publications. If volume of publication is a single digit number, mostly don't go with that. If double digit number, even don't go. Double digit number means less than 20, don't go. Or even sometimes if your area of work is very new, there is no journals, you may go. There is no issue, but there could be good journals also. But generally, in common areas, if it is a very new journal, issue 1, the volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5 type, the young researchers don't get trapped on that. Your good work may be spoiled. Your good hard work, labor work may be spoiled by publishing those in those journals. I'm not saying that those journals are bad, but there is a chance, high chance that you may be, oh no, in the interview board or in your assessment, no, we cannot give credit because this journal has no authentications. He may not be, who is not giving you credit, he may not be a subject expert, he may not know your work, but seeing the journals only, the journal is dragging you, pulling you into the water, into the deep sea, then you cannot swim. That you will have to take care part. Then citation analysis, there are many your citation analysis. This is citation analysis is mostly a count that I already said that. For example, I have around 1,200 citations for me. Each paper I have published around 70 papers, but Scopus early part, my scholars publish anywhere and everywhere. I drop them. Now only the Scopus index publications, that is I have 57 publications, and then 57 publications, all publications are different numbers of citations. That means people read it, people see it, and people quoted it. Not reading is not sufficient. They have quoted my paper, and that is around 1,200, something like that. That is my citation count, and that is important when a researcher is known by citation. Second is the H index. H index is also by name of your inventor, your scientist, their H index. It is significant that how old he is, how much he is publishing. For example, yesterday when my colleague coordinator asked me my biodata, I looked into my H index. Earlier I found it was 20, but it crossed 22. I saw 22. 22 means my H index makes 57 papers. If I serially order them in Excel based on their number of citations. The highest citations at the top, lowest citations at the bottom. Highest citations may be 250, and then, excuse me, I'll call you later. I am in a lecture. So now 22 paper, if say for example, out of 57, the number 1 paper has a citation of 100, then number 2 has a citation of 75, like that it comes. 22nd paper has a citation of 22nd. Then 21st paper, if 23rd paper has citation less than that. Now my H index is 22 because 22 times is cited. My 22nd paper is cited 22 times. That is the H index. That comes if you draw by drawing, that reflects as I go. Maybe the next paper, 23 paper, if it is cited 23 times, which number is less now, 18 times cited. If it is cited 5 times, then my citation H index will be 23. It is reflex for individual researchers Also, the college, the institute, department, it also you can find out the H index. In case of a department, all the research publications of the department, colleagues of the department. In case of institutes, all the public colleagues or researchers from the institutes to be ordered, and then finally they will calculate. Individually, you need not to calculate. It is available. If you go to Scopus, write down the Birjara Mahavidyalaya affiliations, see its index, it would come. If you write Cotton University, it would come. If you write Tezpur University, you could see. I think ours is around 70. This is one part by which you can compare the institutes of their publications, citation index and H index. This is concerning the researcher, but concerning the research journal, that is mostly given by the impact factor, journal impact factor. My dear colleagues, esteemed colleagues, you should be very careful. I am personally telling you, particularly younger one, older one, they know. The mostly some of the journals, they write, they give the false implications of an impact factor. Recently, I found some colleagues here submitted their applications for promotions in this IQAC internal quality assurance cell. Journal impact factor as 17, 18, 20. Then when I searched, oh, this is wrong. Journal self-styled impact factor written on their cover page, 17, 18, 19. If you will have to verify from this citation where these impact factors are available from their source, and then journal source, and then verification is the responsibility of the IQAC cell. IQAC cell, anything given by those colleagues, don't believe, verify it, search it, or ask the other people, because nowadays dishonest businessman is doing the business, started the business, taking our academicians, us as a client customer, and in this publication, publishing and attempting us to publish and taking money and showing those false figures. No, impact factor should be seen. The journal should be seen whether it is indexed. Then if it is indexed, go to their homepage and check it. That it has a real impact factor. Next, please. I'm coming to close, Kondoli. Yes, already principal sir has mentioned about the care, so I will not mention much, but only thing is that I'll tell you the care, we have some regional centers. Care actually means is in entire country is divided into zones. We are in East Zone, so East Zone, Tezpur University is given the responsibility to make the first stage evaluation, second stage evaluation. What happened here is actually the Consortium for Academic and Research Ethics. Earlier we have this journal, UGC listed some journal, and then while going for assessing probably for promotion or for new appointment, only it is seen that whether it is listed or in UGC journals or not. However, there are many problems in UGC listing. There are many problems. All problems I cannot discuss here. And then finally, this care has been come. Care is very carefully, meticulously they are seeing. But they are also in initial stage. Maybe something is not yet smoothened, but one day, if we believe in faith care, it will be smoothened. All fraud journals will be out. That is must, if we cooperate and believe it. There are two category of journals they have given. One is that UGC care list, that is group 1 journal. What is the UGC care list journal? So those journals published anywhere. Now those journals could be first evaluated, certified by a individual researcher. That individual researcher will certify this journal I declared, it's a good journal. I want to publish, or I have already published, or I will be publishing, or my colleague want to publish. I am giving the details of these journals. This journal is located, their office, publication office is there, and they are publishing at this frequency. This is the editorial board. Editorial board has this much of research credentials. This is an head office over here, and this is the area. Every details in a formatted things. He will declare that I am a researcher, and I know this is a good journal that to be included in UGC care list group 1. That application to be submitted to that particular person's institutions, university or college, whatever it is, where there is an IQAC cell, IQAC. The IQAC cell of that institute will verify, will see the merit of that application, and then if they find it's okay, I found there is a committee, IQA committee with that committee, whatever the applications claim is verified. Journal is okay, journal is old, editors are reputed, they are publishing, they are, and one more clarifications or judgment they will do that IQSL that this is within that zone, which zone it comes under. If it is in this zone, that IQXL will send that recommendations, IQX recommendations, yes, to the zonal center. That means Birjara Mahavidyalaya will send such proposal to Tezpur University Care Cell. Tezpur University Care Cell will sit, and there is another round of third round. First round, this faculty or the member, it's any member of academic member. Second round, IQXL of the institutions. Third round, the regional care center. Regional care center also will put some comments and now forward the document if they feel to the main care office that is in Pune. Then they will also judge the final round. There is a committee, high level committee, and finally the journal will be listed in this group 1. There may be any journal, irrespective. If it is a journal published within the geography of India, that should be only, that will be judged, that will be checked by the regional care center. If it is journal published outside, even it may be judged by any center anywhere. For example, a journal head office is, say, for example, Singapore or maybe anywhere Bangladesh. I want to pass it to this IQX, to this care center. I may send to my care center. But if it is a headquarters in Delhi, I cannot send to this Tezpur care center. I'll have to send to this care center located there. So this is regarding the group 1. Group 2, those are the journals published by that I already said you that your index in Web of Index, then there are some standard index that those are your Web of Index, Scopus, then your that is another is I think law related journals, no, dictionary related journals, linguistic journals. So there are some standard society, international society where it is being indexed. Those indexed, all indexed journals are being categorized under group 2 of care list. That means if that those journals need not to be passed by those care center, that is already there. If it is Scopus index journals, if it is Web of Index journals, need not to come to these care centers. If it is not indexed, then it should come. So this is all about then submission procedures already given, and then these are this your use Web of Science that I have given. Scopus, MLA, I was saying MLA, that is language. These society journals, most of the journals. However, I saw notifications in UGC care list that even if somebody complain about the authenticity, about the reputations of the journals, it will be reviewed by this care unit, and then after review, they may take a decisions which may go adverse. So, if we are a researchers, if we do not know a journal, we should be careful to publish it, as careful as we remain careful while selecting our life partner. While selecting our life partner, we take all precautions. We do not take decisions very quickly. All of you. So here also journals take care of that part. Take care of that part. See, is okay, genuine, then only marry. Marry means publish. Life partner is married. Yeah, only publication. Okay. So now I think I will go to the next leg. I am very happy. Oh, hey, here is a question. What's the criteria of it? Yes, please. Question B. I think I will take all questions together. One
Okay,
question
sure,
was
sir.
popping up, and then all questions. My colleague will help me. Coordinator IQAC will help me. I'll take care of it.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. At the end of session, sure.
Okay. So this already I told you. Jawaharlal Nehru University has a care center. Then MS University, Baroda has a care center. Hyderabad, and then Tezpur. These are the 4 regional care center. And this is a process. I request all of my colleagues to go to the UGC Care website. If you have a net connection, all details are available. I've taken these things from this UGC Care web page. These are very clearly and very distinctly available given over here. Yes, this is for colleagues only. Yes. Now, mostly this part of discussion is particularly. Pardon. Yes. Anything for me? Anything for me?
Yes, somebody talking about? No, sir. No.
There's something error in my presentation? No, before that. As this is, yeah, I think this one I'm adding, yeah. Yes. Okay, fine. SDG, he is meaning, I think, Sustainable Development Goal. Okay, so now mostly for those researchers, young students or other young researchers, mostly they are at a loss. I was also young, I know that part. Where to start, what to do research. Mostly we must be aware about the global development. We must be aware about the world problem, global problem, and we should also understand the local problem, regional problem. Whether our regional issues are not properly represented in the research agenda, that must be checked. A very quick short that you could check is that Sustainable Development Goal. UN has taken this goal. There are 17 goals that UN wants that people, the world, the human community, humankind should take. We want a world with no poverty. We have not yet achieved it. Zero hunger. We have not achieved it. Good health and well-being. Problem is very drastically deteriorated during this COVID. Earlier also it was there. We are not free from this good health. Quality education is again a problem. We should understand whether we are providing quality education. And definition of quality education is a problem. We do not understand. We do not have a common understanding of this quality. That is, you should understand, realize from that part. Clean water and gender equality. Not everywhere, but yet this is a problem. This all is international global issues. Don't be very excited. Oh no, we are equal here in Virijara Mahavidyalaya, Tezpur University. No, it's a global issue. Or maybe all society is not equally giving equal opportunity to both genders. Clean water and sanitation, really a problem. All of you know, I also know. We cannot drink water with a clear, free mind anywhere we go. Even we do not drink, but we do not. We understand water. Clean water is a problem. Clean energy, yes, really a problem. For example, I am from the Department of Energy. I will share for each person, each citizen, on an year annually, around 2,000 units of electricity is to be provided. That means he should get the benefit, or he should support his lifestyle, including manufacturing goods, including agricultural goods, including transport, including your comfort, fan, light, everything. Around 1,800 to 2,000 units of electricity is required. Can you imagine how much you are getting, I am getting? Assam, for example, I am telling about Assam, we are in Assam. Assam figure is around 300 units per annum. Indian figure is around 700. Then it is linked with Human Development Goal, HDG, all of you know, Human Development Goal. Sorry, Human Development Index, HDI. Human Development Index is an index mixed with this, our income, our education, and our health. All these three are grouped it. HDI for Assam is for India is very less, and then it is linked with this or low consumption of electricity. You do not get it. So affordable energy is clean energy is really a problem, and it will remain a problem, and it could be an area of research, decent water work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequality everywhere, all places, sustainable cities and communities. Sustainable, not that. Today I'm here, I'll finish everything. I do not bother who is coming for it tomorrow or next year. That is not sustainability. Sustainability that the way I'm living here, I am enjoying, the other generation should also get the same thing. Responsible consumption and production, very important. Yet we are not showing our responsibility as a society, both in consumption also, in production also. We take ice cream, we throw this ice cream packet outside. We do not bother where is that, who is being suffering. Everywhere it is happening. That is not this proper consumption, responsible consumption. That means I am saying your waste disposal. Climate action. Climate is changing due to greenhouse gas emission and global warming, and then we are responsible. We are indiscriminately using this your fossil-based energy. So we'll have to take an action so that our next generation, after 100 years, after 30 years, they could not be vulnerable. That is called climate action. Life below water, we should honor them also, because in an ecosystem, every organisms have a role, positive role playing to support us. Life above water as well as below water, we should be care. That means we should not pollute water. What we are doing? It is known. You are throwing your plastic bags, millions bags, and there is a specific, garbage heap below the water, and those all animals are being suffered like anything. We should not do it. That means our action here in Birzara or Tezpur is affecting this ocean. We should take care of that part. That is a goal here. Life on land, we are also there. Peace, justice, and strong institution, and partnering to achieve the goal. That means collaboration. No, it is not possible. We should understand the complementary strength. I should understand what Birzara could do and what Tezpur University could do. If we understand that I want to take some problems of this lower Assam, of that region, from here Tezpur University I cannot reach. I'll have to take Birzara as a partner, and Birzara should also understand. They should not say, oh, Tezpur University people don't touch. No, you'll have to accommodate us, because we are going to solve a problem there. That partnering is required, not limited. I'm saying though Birzara and Tezpur University, it should be bordering everywhere. That way, for that purpose, nothing is untouchable, including Bangladesh. We are going to solve problem. We are going for economic development. We are going for holistic improvement. So that partnering is important in SDG. So this SDG, if you read carefully, there is a complete SDG document. The beginners, researchers, I request to study this all documents. This is not SDG centric discussions, that's why I will not be able to take care. But I want that if you set your research, discussing and reading these documents, your confidence to take any topic will be increased, and justification should come out of this thread you are taking of this SDG. Like SDG, next slide please. TIFAC, Technology Information Forecasting Assessment Council, New Delhi, under chairman of AHA. These figures I have given, most of the figures, photographs is taken from me, that is given an idea. Some people you will find still searching for fuel wood, and some people are cooking in microwave oven. The disparity. We'll have to take care of something. Our work should be, our research should be, if contribute something to reduce the majority of that people. Maybe just by studying, that would help the real picture, bring the real picture, real figures, government would get a benefit to make a policy. I'm saying arts and humanities people. All science people could think about a scientific solution to remove the smoke that is being polluted the environment of a kitchen, of your traditional kitchen of a rural household. Maybe many things. And then our problem, We'll have to solve. We cannot expect the people from Oxford, Harvard, Delhi University, JNU, or Tezpur University even go to solve the problem in a rural area of Biljara Mahavidyalaya. We'll have to think, we'll have to see ourselves and frame a research problem, conceptualize and follow it and publish it. Then these figures I'm telling now, this is figures, this and this, no, these two are mine, but these are taken from internet. I'll have to give the credit to the internet. But this is happening. This kids, you know, this is happening. Even if you go today, you will find some of the kids are even their main target is to get fuel to help mother to cook. Just see. If do I afford my son, my daughter to do that thing? That means those ideas should trigger my brain to work for them, to do some research, so that at least some idea, some help could be provided to this benefit to these people. That is a social issue. I'm telling you. That's to draw that thing. Next, please. Then TIFAC I was referring. They have given it is all downloadable document. I request particularly science people, even others also could, because it is not limiting to science. It is limiting. It is giving you opportunity. Very good document of recent time I have studied. TIFAC TV 2035 Technology Vision of India 2035. What we want India should be. They have highlighted 12 different. They have discussed 12 different areas. What are the areas India is now facing, and where research intervention is required? Clean air and potable water, really a problem. Really a problem. Food and nutritional security, really a problem. I, with all honor to my lady colleague, if you go to a rural area, just collect the blood sample, you will find most of the women are anemic. How could you expect that they will serve their family, they will serve the nation, they are the backbone of our country, if they have deficiency in nutrition? What food they are getting? So these are some of the issues they have highlighted in this TIFAC. 19 different research areas under this food and nutrition security, covering mostly all domain of academics, science, arts, humanities, legal, everything. Universal healthcare and public hygiene. Public hygiene, you go to any bus station, you go to any train station, you will understand. You go to any marketplace, even my Tezpur, you go to the marketplace, hours and hours, you will have to wait to take care of your neighbor's call. So this is the situation we are here. So healthcare, universal healthcare, you understand, I did not do. But we should have affordable universal healthcare. There are issues that could be researched by all domain. Energy, already I told you, is again highlighted in TIFAC document. Decent habitat, we understand decent habitat. What should be the decent habitat? We understand, we know. That should be not available to all. There are 17 different subdomains that there is a possibility to do research. And there are some already, this document also highlighted research in these different subdomains under 4 different categories. You will be excited to know. First category, India has sufficient indigenous know-how, scientific know-how and technology. Those are listed. Second category, these know-hows are available, but it is only laboratory tested, not yet field tested. So there is a scope to do research. You can test those know-how for your own in your own regions. Third category is that it's started only. Fourth category, cutting edge. Cutting edge research is like that fog. You harvest water. Just one example I'm giving. You harvest water from fog. That type of cutting edge research. So just by understanding, just by reading, it will stimulate the new colleagues, and also you ask your students. I asked my students to read it. You should also do it. Education, livelihood, and creative opportunities. Not only opportunities, creative opportunities. There are 13 surveys. Safe and speedy mobility. We say we are very developed, but you know, there is not a single newspaper before COVID, single day newspaper where there is, even in Assam I am telling you, here there is no road accident. What type of a development we are? Where we are going? Why why we are taking rest that there is no work to do research? We should understand. There is something missing and we have to take care of that part. We are not safe. Public safety and national security, not 16 subjects. Cultural diversity and vibrancy. We need in India because diversity we cannot avoid. Diversity is an integral part of it. How could we make it vibrant, enjoyable, peaceful? There are issues. There are some issues. How could we bring new findings so that will help to bring prosperity and peaceful mind among those diverse groups? That there is an research. Transparent and effective governance, that is the ultimate requirement. Only by giving vote, we are okay. They will take care. And all of you know what is happening everywhere. Disaster and climate resilience, really an important, particularly for northeastern regions. I am taking the opportunity to sympathize with those flood victim people. Disaster, floods and disaster. There are issues, there are possibilities to do contribute something, doing some research. They have given 13 surveys. And eco-friendly conservation of natural resources, 15 surveys. I request, please go through it. It will give you some idea what type of research we should do here. Next, please. Oh, thank you. Very important slide.
So is it over, sir?
It's over from my side. But I understand you may have any query. I will be happy to take care.
Okay. Sharing to okay. Thank you, Professor Devendra Chandra Borua. It was a very nice lecture, very energetic and very informative. Thank you, sir. Now this is the time for interaction with our participant and resource person. May I request all the participants, if you have any query, any question, any doubt on the topics, you may share or interact with our resource person. Dear participant, if you have any query, any question, then you may ask directly to our resource person.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
yes.
I am Dr. Dhunuswar Kalita from Burma. I have a question. Whether the impact of Google impact factor and Reuters and Reuters scale of impact factor, what is the difference between them?
You said citation and then index, H index, Google Scholar, and then Scopus. Is it your question?
And Reuters scale of impact factor, Reuters scale. Reuters.
Impact factor is a journal impact factor. That should be same, because impact factor is calculated based on the citations of the journal up to consecutive years, and there is an scale they do it. So that is just a minute.
And Google impact factor also, that Google impact factor.
No, Google impact factor, I am not clear what is your query. Is it a query Google is not providing you the impact factor? This is journal impact factor, and that journal impact factor is based on this journal's average citation of the average paper in last 2 years, and there is an calculations based on this formula it comes out, and that is it is journal specific.
Yan Reuters, yan
Yeah.
Reuters
Now
scale of impact factor. Reuters,
that it is better to go to the Scopus Web of Science. Web of Science is Reuters. There is Reuters. Web of Science is Reuters. But Google Scholar, what is I have found Google Scholar, my experience is that even so-called non-standard documents also being included in the list of this Google Scholar. And then if it is cited, that also included. So Google Scholar citation is always higher than this Scopus and Web of Index. So that is Google Scholar citation is not being considered by UGC. Google Scholars your listed journals. So it is better Google Scholar if some, but I found that some of those recruiters, they ask for Google Scholar as well as this Web of Science, also Scopus. It is better to stick, if you want to stick to the Web of UGC standard. UGC standard is Web of Science and your, that is Reuters you say, and then Scopus.
Okay, thank you.
Including MLA. But Google Scholar, just for if somebody asks you, give you, you take it. But for referring, it is better not to do it based on this Google Scholar. When you're comparing, say, in the interview or so, it is better to take care of Scopus, because as per UGC, Google Scholar is not being used or listed, Google Scholar citations in this UGC's list. Am I clear, Dr. Kolita?
Yes, I have cleared already.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dhananjay Kalita, for your question. Anyone want to ask? Any people
I would like to. I'd like to.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Vikramjit Goswami, IQAC coordinator from Assam Don Bosco University. And thank you, sir, for the very informative session. And I just want to ask one question regarding the UGC CARE list of journals. And since Tezpur University is the regional coordinator for this, I have a question actually related to one of the journals which for which we had sent a request for inclusion in the UGC CARE list. But consecutively, we have been sending, but we haven't received any kind of feedback that what is exactly lacking in that particular journal, because of which it is not getting included in the list. Whereas we have another journal which also started around the same time, which is in the UGC CARE list for last 3 years. The other journal is also actually started during the same time, but it is not getting the place in UGC CARE journal list. But I just wanted to know the criteria of selection of such journals into the UGC CARE list, so that we can improve upon in the next time when we apply for.
Thank you, Dr. Goswami. Personally, I know Don Bosco is publishing quite good journals, a good initiative, because
No sound.
I think there is some technical issue. Let it resolve it.
Yes, sure. Maybe the connection is
Yes.
likely we can
Let's wait for some time.
Okay. Yeah, we will wait. We'll wait. Yeah.
Professor Barua, sir, are you there, sir?
I think he has no connection.
This connection may be lost actually.
He is out of skin. Okay. He's also out of skin. ছাৰ হয় হয় আপুনি ৰিজইন কৰক ছাৰ হয় নহয় ছাৰ তাতে আপুনি ৰিজইন যিটো আছে লিংকটোত ক্লিক কৰিলে আপুনি সোমাই যাব ছাৰ হয় হয় সেই লিংক যিটো লিংক আছিল আগৰ লিংক সেই লিংকটোতে আপুনি হয় হয় ৰিজইন ছাৰ Sorry, there was some technical issue. Sir is rejoining with us shortly. Yogesh Kumar, perhaps he is from outside the state.
Hello, Baglari sir.
Yes.
Hello. I
Yes.
gave 3 questions in the chat box. Whether the questions will be put by you or I have to ask the question by myself.
You can directly ask to our resource person.
Okay.
Resource person. Let him come first. Hello, sir. Parana sir. Yes. He's showing. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. Oh, thanks. Okay. Yes, there is some technical issue and power issue in Tezpur University. Sir has said that to wait for some time. So I request all the participants, please cooperate with us. Current network connection the server together. Energy export, energy loss. কিবা নাই বেকআপ নাই আমার মোবাইল হলে ভালো হয় একটু জানান আছে এটা ভালো maybe expert in other field in the meantime I'm sending feedback link. I request all the participants, please submit your feedback.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, someone is speaking.
Feedback from the portal.
আমি লিংকটো
from
পঠাই আছো Yes, sir. আমি registered mail আপোনালোকে যত মিটিং আইডিটো পাইছিলে সেই registered mail আইডিটা আমি পঠাই দিয়া হ'ব
ঠিক আছে
Hello, coordinator sir. Is it
Yes,
possible
yes.
that we send the questions also by mail if
Yeah, sure,
taking
sure, sure. You
is
can
not
maybe also
possible to?
contact. Yes,
Yeah, if we
yes,
are not able to communicate, then
yes,
I think we can send the questions, and then if you can collate the questions and send him,
yes, yes.
that
Sure.
would be, yeah,
I inform to our resource
yes,
person.
yeah,
He said that there was a current loss. That's why the net connection has stopped.
yes,
So
yes,
he's joining
correct,
soon.
yeah.
Mail address है ना? Mail address में दिस बता रहा mail address सारा mail address. Mail hall ना मोरो दिक्कत. Time set to. I can't let us know.
দেৱ,
Yes, sir.
যিবিলাক কুৱেশ্যন আছে মানে হেৰিত দিব পাৰে নেকি? চাটত দিলে আমি পিছত আমি হেৰি কৰিম। এইটো
মই
তেওঁলোক পঠাই
মই
দিম।
মই লৈছে আৰু ছাৰৰ মেইল এড্ৰেছ মই শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিছোঁ কোনোবা যদি পাৰ্চনেল পঠাই দিয়ে নিশ্চয় ছাৰে মানে ৰেছপন্সটো দিবৰ কাৰণে তে মই ছাৰক ফোন কৰি পেলাই কনচেণ্টটো লওঁ আমি এণ্ড আপ কৰোঁ এনেকৈ যদি আহিব নোৱাৰে
ঠিক আছে।
ছাৰক এবাৰ ফোন কৰি পেলাই বেছি মেজৰ লৈছোঁ দেৰি হয়
Hello. Hello.
অঁ ছাৰ পাইছে
Hi.
ন
Hello.
য়েছ ছাৰ
Hi. হেৰি এতিয়া এইটো কি ফিডবেকৰ কাৰণে কি কৰিব লাগিব আমি?
ফিডবেকৰ কাৰণে মই লিংকটো আপোনালোকক পঠাই আছোঁ ইয়াৰ পিছতে মই আৰম্ভ কৰিছে মই পঠাই আছোঁ লিংকটো আপোনালোক য'ত নেকি মিটিং আইডিটো পাইছিলে যিটো মেইলত সেই তেনেকৈ এটা মেইল পাব য'ত লিংকটোত ক্লিক কৰিলে আপোনালোকে ফিডবেক ফৰ্মটো দেখা পাব আৰু তাতে ছাবমিট কৰিব পাৰিব আৰু ছাৰে আমাক জনাইছে ছাৰে আহিব আৰু হৈছে পাৱাৰ আহিছে ছাৰে জইন কৰিব চ'
আচ্ছা
অলপ
ওকে
ছাৰক মই কল কৰি ল'ম মই চাট বক্সত আমাৰ ৰিচোৰ্চ পাৰ্চনৰ মেইল এড্ৰেছটো শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিছোঁ আপোনালোকে পাৰ্চনেলিও ছাৰক মেইল কৰিব পাৰিব মই ছাৰক ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰিম ৰেছপন্স কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আহিছে ছাৰ য়েছ ছাৰ হেজ কাম ছাৰ প্লিজ টাৰ্ণ অন ইয়ৰ মাইক ছাৰ টাৰ্ণ অন ইয়ৰ মাইক ছাৰ উই কেন নট হিয়াৰ
I'm very sorry. It was a problem here. Power cut and internet gone.
য়েছ
Okay, now it's okay. So that Don Bosco, I am not sure exact things. The criteria are very clear and they are give reputations and other things. Whatever claim you have given at the preliminary stage, it is verified here. If it is passed, maybe the issue is at their end, main care unit. So I request you, if you just send us a mail, then maybe we can, at my personal things as an IQAC director, I could say check it, and definitely I'll reply to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any
Dr.
other
Munajit sir,
question?
he has put many questions on the chat box. I request him to directly ask to our resource person.
No issue, no issue.
Okay, congratulations, Borua sir, for your nice presentation. Actually, I put 3 questions and I wrote all the questions in the sub box. So, yes, I am asked to put the question to you directly. That's why I am preferring to ask you the questions directly, sir.
Okay.
Sir, my first question is, suppose a journal used to have a Scopus coverage period from 1 year to another year. At present, the coverage is discontinued in Scopus. Its name is included in the UGC prepared Scopus source list. Is there any academic value to publish a paper in such a journal from CAS perspective? Can you consider a publication in such journal at UGC care publication? This was the first question of mine, sir.
I got it.
Sir,
I'll answer you.
should I ask all the questions together, or you will reply to me?
I think I will forget. I will respond one by one. What we see here, I will tell you that procedures. Maybe that would answer you. This is one thing is that said. I have published a paper in a journal. At the time of publication, the journal was listed in the approved list, maybe Scopus, maybe Web of Science, or maybe things, and then I published it. And now later on, I use the journal for application to my career advancement, and then at that time that journal is not available. This is not candidate's fault. That is not candidate's fault. However, if I published during a year when that was the publications, I know the journal is not listed, still I published, I think IQAC may not consider as an publication. You may not give you score for the journal. IQAC has a right to that, because at the time of publication, not at the time of promotion, at the time of publication, the journal was not listed. The reverse may also be true. You were published at the time it was not there, but subsequently it was entered. Then it is IQAC's call to see that part. We normally, yeah, if the candidate published the journal, published the paper at the time, and the journal was listed, then it should be given, credit should be given to the candidate. That rule we follow here.
Okay, sir. The name of the journal is still there in the source list of UGC care. That is neither in group A or B or C or D, but that is there in the Scopus source list. But no, the coverage there is not there, sir.
No, if it is in Scopus source list, automatically it is in group B, because they have given.
But the Scopus period is not covered for that particular publication, sir.
There may be one. There is a very special case. I think there is a very this is a special case. This is not a general case. In such a special case, the benefit your IQAXL should take a decision, and then for your career advancements, and then there should be a policy decision applicable to all during that period, and that policy also for decisions, the decision should be taken. But this is a special case I found. It's not a general case.
Okay, thank you, sir. I have another question.
Yes,
in a recent notification, UGC gave a list of 26 clone journals.
Yes.
There was the availability of both the online and printed version of these journals. So yes. I have got a proposal of publication of one of my papers in the printed version. So my question is whether my publication will be considered as UGC care publication or not, sir. That is my question.
Yes, that I think you should take a suggestion from this care expert. You just send an email, we'll verify. Be careful. If it is in a not yet published, not yet decided, be careful. What they mean, what UGC want us to do, we'll have to take care. Don't be, without getting a verification from some authentic or UGC personnel, don't publish. I do not suggest you to publish.
Okay, okay, thank you, sir. I do have one more question, sir.
Dr.
So,
Bhumi Sharma, sir,
oh,
as we
yeah,
have running out of time, so I have to give another participant chance to ask question. So I request all the participants to ask only one question briefly.
okay. Thank you. That's fine.
You
You
can
have
write to
to,
me. Our mail
yes,
ID is there.
yes,
You
yes,
can write to me.
directly
I will
write
reply.
to our resource
Oh,
person.
okay, sir. Definitely, I will collect your mail address, sir, and I will write to you.
No issue, right.
I have shared the mail address of our resource person, so you may write directly to our resource person. Okay. So any other would like to ask question to our resource person? At least two, one or two question. As we have already late. Or I request all the participants, you have any question, any doubt, you write directly to our resource person. As I have already shared the email address, sir will definitely respond. So I also request Professor Devanasana Borua, many
I'll
of
do
us
it.
already left, they have put some question, but we cannot take right now. So I request all the participants to directly write our resource person. Okay, thank you all.
And I also
If
request
there-
you just send those queries to me through mail,
Okay,
and
sure, sure, sure.
I will reply them. I will reply them, and
Okay,
you can send them, or
okay,
you
sir.
can maybe through mail or so. You can communicate them. No issue.
Okay, sir. I will compile as I have already recorded this session. So I have those query. So I will compile it and I will send to you, sir.
Thank you. No, but from no issue. I'm open. No issue. I'll do that.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So we have today's session. Yes. Anyone?
Can we communicate to sir some additional questions regarding this
At least one question.
particular?
One
You can
question.
ask question. No issue. I'm available.
I will mail to you, sir.
You
Mail to
can
you.
mail. You can
Thank
ask
you.
now right now also. কোনো কথা নাই, সুধিব
Okay.
পাৰে
Okay.
আপুনি।
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Bikrojit. So we are
মোৰ
going
দেৰি
to
হোৱা
end
নাই।
up today's session. So now may I now request Dr. Ranu Roy, Head of the Department Botany of Bijra Mahavidyalaya, to present vote of thanks for today's webinar. Dr. Ranu Roy, over to you, sir, madam.
Thank you, Sanjeev Bagladi. I, on behalf of IQSC Bijra Mahavidyalaya, first of all, would like to offer our heartiest thanks to our resource person, DC Borua sir, Director IQSC Tezpur University, for spending his valuable time with us and also sharing his great knowledge regarding quality research publication, for which I think all of the participants along with us will be greatly benefited. Then I would like to offer our heartiest thanks to our principal sir, K.K. Sharma sir, for allowing us to arrange this webinar in our college. Then I would like to offer our gratefulness to all the participants, due to participation of which we could complete this program successfully. So I once again thank to all. With this, I concluded my vote of thanks.
Thank you, madam, for vote of thanks. At last, I once again thanks to all the participants for making this event great success. And have a nice day and stay safe, stay home. Thank you, sirs. Thank you all. Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you. Same to you.